Good morning. Well, actually, it's 12:35 p.m., so it's technically good afternoon. I was on the couch and the group chat for Facebook started going crazy, and I realized I was missing Turtwig Community Day, the little turtle guy. So halfway through it, better late than never, I'm headed out to try to get a few shinies. I was going to go out. I knew it was today, and I was going to go out in a little while like I normally would on a Sunday. But it started at 11 this morning, and they don't normally start at 11 on Sundays, no less. So it kind of, even though it's on my calendar, it sort of snuck up on me. So I'm going to go catch some shinies, I hope. You know, I like to get 3 on each account, so I've got my work cut out for me since I've only got a little less than 90 minutes to do it. But other folks have been having good luck. They've been pretty, they've been out there a lot today. There's a lot of them. They're not hard to find, so hopefully that'll be true for me too. Well, I was fairly successful. I caught 3 shiny Turtwigs on my account and Dawn's account, and 1 on Johnny's and 1 on Ruby's. So I'm 4 short of my goal, but not bad considering I was only out there for half of the event. And yeah, so that went okay. I'm over here parked in front of Tractor Supply, which is near Starbucks, and blue Model 3 just went past and waved enthusiastically. I'm not sure if that's the blue Model 3 I often see in town or someone else. You know, I've never really gotten a good look at the driver, but it's always nice to share a wave with a fellow Tesla owner. Yeah, I'm parked and they were driving by. I was actually kind of hoping they might drive up next to me and roll down the window so we could formally introduce ourselves, because I don't believe I've met them at any of the Tesla meetups. But you know, maybe this weekend, coming weekend with the Blue Ridge Parkway Drive, we'll you know, meet some other local folks. There's going to be, I guess, right at 130 cars, something like that, Tesla cars. So it's going to be big. So I've made really good progress on my family tree on my mother's father's side, all the way back to the 1600s. Some of them fought in the Revolutionary War. That was kind of cool. You know, I spend time on, I keep on circling my father's mother, my father's father, my mother's father, Don's family, my mother's mother. I mean, there's just so many directions I could take. But I've kind of gotten the hang of ancestry, and I'm sort of, you know, the more you go, the more you learn how to be better at it. So I'm something slightly better maybe than novice now. But I'm pleased that I was able to make additional progress. I was in the middle of adding people to the tree when I decided, oh, the community day's going on, so maybe I'll pick it back up a little bit tonight. It's probably better to do it in small intervals of like an hour at a time or so, and then go from there. Have any of you guys used Ancestry or another one of the genealogy sites, or done a DNA test, or, you know, done anything to look at your family tree? Just curious. So Don thought he had heard that Wawa gas stations were going to have just a EV charging station. I couldn't find any information to document that. He thought it was up in Virginia. So if you know about that, let me know too. But I did read an article from Clean Technica that said there were 16 already, and they were moving to, that had Tesla superchargers at them. We've been to 1 now, and that they were moving to expand to 32. I believe that was by the end of 2020. Possibly it was 2021. And then, of course, you know, even more beyond that. I mean, it makes complete sense to me if these chains like Sheetz that we have here in North Carolina, or Wawa, or 7-Eleven, or Circle K, or these guys, if they want to continue to thrive as we put more EVs on the road, then they really need to get on the stick and get some sort of charging infrastructure at some number of their gas stations. because, you know, folks in EVs, they have the same need as folks in gas cars as far as using the restroom and getting a coffee and possibly eating something. And then with an EV, you know, instead of standing at the pump for 10 minutes while you fill your tank, you're probably there for 20-25 minutes maybe to use the restroom and maybe have a chance to, you know, be there longer browsing in the store possibly. So I think if they want to be around in 10 years, they need to grow with the times, and they need to add some sort of charging infrastructure. So, you know, way to go Sheetz and way to go Wawa for being on the stick. I haven't traveled in other parts of the country where there are superchargers at other types of possibly service stations. So that would be something I'd love to hear too. What other chains around the country are also putting in charging infrastructure along with their, you know, sort of beside their gas pumps or off to the side of their gas pumps. And, you know, I keep like 15 or 20 tabs open on Google Chrome, and part of it is the video editing tabs I need each night for Google Drive and SmugMug and Google Photos and WeVideo and Blogger and all the things I use. Are some overhead and tabs there, but also I try to keep up Electrek so I can read the articles, supercharger info so I can take a look at what new superchargers are being added, and various other tabs too. Ancestry for one, my mail, both mine and Ruby's mail. So it's a lot of tabs. But anyway, supercharged info had gotten closed, and I remembered, oh, you know, it's Sunday, I should go look at what the supercharger stuff's going on. And I noticed that there hasn't been any new activity on that page since the last day of August. There's no entries for September, and I wonder why that would be. That seems, you know, really unusual that there would be no new permits issued or none that were under construction that opened or anything in 16 days now. So I wonder what's up with that. It just seems a little slow, pretty slow. Now to head into Guardian Angel and relax for a few minutes. I love playing Pokemon Go and I enjoy Community Day, but it is quite energizing. I don't want to say stressful, trying to catch them all in a limited amount of time. I stopped in Little Angel, and lots of new Halloween costumes. No new good Hot Wheels cars or books. Well, there are new Halloween things here today, but not as many as I'd still like to see maybe. There are a ton of new outdoor mini flags and big flags, but I have a couple nice ones, and I didn't see a must take home, I guess. The amount of time somebody spent to make this. Well, I did enjoy walking around in there. Of course, I never don't enjoy walking around in there. Some days it's hard if I don't find anything. Today I found a really nice winter fluffy shirt jacket. Dawn or I could wear it, maybe even Johnny too. It's gray and red, I like it. And a few Halloween things that I think Michelle would have wanted me to grab, because that's what we do for each other. And no jewelry or anything today, but yeah, just a few things kept my attention. Was good entertainment for me. I need some cream cheese. Johnny's been asking for cream cheese stuffed chicken breasts wrapped in bacon, and I think that's what I'm gonna fix tonight. You gotta love that Echo Auto.
Yep.
It's very effective.
Yes, it works great.
Well, I messed up and I had chicken wings instead of chicken breasts. So I was gonna make a small quiche to go on the side. Now I'm just gonna make a bigger quiche. Quiche is easy. I've got green onion, Vidalia onion, red pepper, and I'm gonna add just a small amount of chopped baby Bella mushrooms. But you know, if you have leftover veggies, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, you got some spinach, quiche is really forgiving about what kind of veggies you put in it. There's the meat and veggie mixture. I've got half bacon and half kielbasa. Here's the egg mixture, and I've got cheese, and I'm just gonna combine things up in my my quiche bowl. Supposed to bake 45 at 375 and then sit for 15 before cutting. So fixing to put it in. Oh wow, that is gonna be so good.